Hey everybody, how are you doing? Happy Sunday. I hope that you have had a phenomenal weekend. It's been quite a weekend in my house as we've been getting my youngest child back to school, and he'll be gone for 4 months. So hopefully everything will go well, and school will stay COVID free and he'll get to complete the semester. If you're on the live, give me a hashtag live. If you're on a replay, give me a hashtag replay. I wanted to talk tonight about why building a Facebook group could be really, really good for your business. I am the group owner of the Women's Entrepreneur Network. I started the group about 5.5 years ago now, and it is now currently sitting at 71,000 members, just over 71,000 members. And I'm not going to lie, it's been a heck of a journey. And hey, Meg, and hey, Beth, good to see you guys. Happy to see you guys. Let me know that y'all are out there. And in the last 5 years, my business has grown, it's changed, it's morphed. But what my group has given me is a steady stream of clients. It's given me a huge number of relationships. It's allowed me to make a ton of friends. And it's been really, really beneficial for me in general. And I see it as one way that some business owners could potentially leverage marketing in their business. And you don't even have to do it alone. One of the cool things about Facebook groups is that you can form a group of people and start a Facebook group. We actually have about 40 volunteer admins in the group now. It has become quite the labor of love to keep everything moving and engaging and keep the energy going in the right direction, right? So it's a huge partnership opportunity, but it is really, really cool. It generates income, it generates leads. And the cool thing about a Facebook group is that if you do it correctly, you can monetize it in a lot of different ways. So you can generate that nirvana of multiple revenue streams in your business. I probably don't have to convince some of you of it, but it's really nice to have passive income. It's really nice to be making money while you sleep. It's really, really cool when you can do that. And that's one of the things that having a Facebook group can do for you, because you can do a lot of things. You can build reach. You can build an online community that you might not otherwise do. And I highly recommend it. And it's been one of those things that I really enjoyed and loved doing so much. I see Meg and Beth on here. Meg and Beth are both When Live presenters. And it's, I think, been really, really cool for them, for their businesses. And the cool thing is that they've started their own groups and they're starting to see that corresponding growth. We're broadcasting live into Bedrock Business Builders. Joe DiChiara started growing that group a little bit over a year ago, and it has grown his business substantially. So it can be a really, really great way to grow your business. It doesn't have to be the only way to do it. I'm not espousing Facebook groups as the one true way of growing your business, because I believe that there's a lot of different ways to do it. But, it's been really, really good for me. Meg says it's been amazing. She just started doing When Live just recently, but she's been in a couple of different groups. This Southern Girl Can, she's got Crafty Gifter, she's got some other groups. And it has been really, really awesome for her. And Beth says, I've gotten 3 invitations for guest speaking in the last 7 days. And y'all, this is part of how you build your platform, right? Is that guest speaking, being a guest on podcasts, being a guest on radio shows, speaking in summits, doing those kinds of things. Those are huge to help you grow your business. And it's going to be really, really cool to grow your business. And these are all doing it using Facebook groups and the connection and the power of doing Facebook groups. And this is one of the reasons that I'm doing a workshop this week. And hey, Jennifer, good to see you. Yes, Meg is absolutely a natural. And last week was your first live in When. And the cool thing too, when you're doing lives in Facebook is that you can also simultaneously do lives in multiple places, and you can also do lives to YouTube. So say hi if you're joining me from YouTube. If you haven't followed our channel, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. That's how you can see all of our replays. And it's just one of those things when we start talking about a steady stream of clients, if we start talking about a steady flow, if we start talking about ways to have steady growth in our business, right? You have to have a marketing vehicle that works for you. I find that for a lot of people, the right people, Facebook groups absolutely do it. I am dying laughing at this description, Meg. You're such a mess, but you do love talking to people. And that's, you know what, Meg, that's like 98% of the problem right there, is being willing to talk to people. And building a Facebook group allows us to talk to people. So I'm doing a free workshop this week. It starts on Monday, and it actually goes for just over a week. It starts this Monday, it goes Monday through Saturday, and then it goes Monday, Tuesday. And the cool thing is that we're going to talk about getting people into a Facebook group. We're going to talk about how to get people into a Facebook group. And we're going to get people into posting. We're going to talk about what you can post. And y'all, please don't spam my lives. That's not real nice. We're going to show you how to get people into your Facebook group. We're going to show you how to do lives. We're going to show you some tricks to do lives, to get lives to convert, to get you more clients, to get you more business, because that is really, really cool. It's going to be talking about monetizing a Facebook group on Thursday of next week. Friday, we're going to talk about a specific vehicle to monetize your group. We're going to talk about using challenges in specific. So one of the things that I think is helpful is I give you a ton of different ways to monetize a Facebook group. And I talk about at least 50 different ways to monetize a group and make money out of a group. But I wanted to go into depth on at least one of them so that you could see the steps on how to get that to work for your business and how to get that growth going. So I, think that it's really, really cool. And then one of the things that we give you is a handout that has a bunch of different ways to help you monetize the group, to engage the group, another 50 ways to engage your group. We're going to talk about ways to fix a broken Facebook group, because a lot of people will tell me that their Facebook group is broken, that they don't get any engagement, that they don't know how to get engagement. We're going to talk about how to fix that. And then we're also going to talk about the mistakes that I made in growing Women's Entrepreneur Network. And part of the reason that I don't do this all on lives is because I'm able to put it into an 8-day challenge. And y'all, it's not a high pressure sales situation. Anybody who's been in these challenges knows that it's not a high pressure sales situation. There is an option to purchase things on the back end if you want to take your business to the next level. But if you're not ready yet, you're just not ready. But we're doing this all in a course format, and it's all in units in the Facebook group, so that you can see all of the pieces. You'll be able to get a recording of the webinar. Yes. So the cool thing is that all of the videos are recorded, and they're actually organized into units in the Facebook group. So as I do them, they're organized into units in the Facebook group. The units are already in there, and I'm just going to post the videos in there one day at a time. If we don't have any family emergencies this time, we will go Monday through Saturday, and then Monday, Tuesday. Each class is about a half an hour. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's a little less. Sometimes I do bonus trainings in between. It depends on what the group needs. So yes, everything is absolutely recorded. It is delivered live into the Build Your Tribe Challenge Facebook group. You do have to register to get in there. And that's not because I'm trying to be a pain in the butt, and it's not because I spam my list, because I really don't. It's really so that I can send you the workbook. It's so that I can send you the free downloads. It's so that I can send you free stuff, speaking engagements, and do all the kinds of things that most people who know me want to do. So absolutely, I understand being limited on your times. And, honestly, 10 a.m. Eastern is not necessarily a great time for a lot of people. If you are in India, or if you're in Pakistan, or if you're in Indonesia or Japan, some of these time zones, it may be a really lousy time for you. So we have a global audience. We know that we have a global audience, but that's why we record everything. We put it in the group, and we keep the conversation going in between challenges. The cool thing with the challenge is that I do it every couple of months. You're in Hawaii. Yeah, so that'll be a thing, right? It'll be 5 hours before us, so you'll be at 5 a.m., which is a little bit rough, right? So if you come in and you do the workshop and you find that it's got a lot of information, I leave the recordings up, and then I take them down just before I do the next one, and I'll do the next one in a couple of months. I actually have my dates scheduled, but I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. And then what we do is we do the workshop again and again and again and again. And why do I do it over and over again? Because there are a lot of people, even some of the people that have been commenting on the thread tonight, that have gone through the workshop 2, 3, 4 times, sometimes 5, because there is a ton of information in this workshop, and it helps to get the information that you need. A lot of people want to know, how did you grow a Facebook group to 71,000 members? And that's what I'm teaching you how to do. I'm not leaving steps out. The only thing I don't really cover in depth, I don't cover how to do ads. If you want to use an ad strategy, we're not able to cover that in this workshop. And I'm not also covering things like how to do sales conversations, how to plan a launch. There's stuff that's outside of the scope of this course that I'm just not covering, because you can't cover every single thing. But those are things that I do in my mastermind group. But this course in and of itself has so much content in it that I've had people do it 4 and 5 times, and they're there every single time that I teach the workshop. So it is really, really cool. It's such an honor to have people keep coming back and listening for more, and then signing up for workshops and doing the things. So if you haven't registered yet, I encourage you to register for the workshop. It is totally free. It's going on all week. Everything is recorded. It's all being done via Facebook Live into the Build Your Tribe Challenge group. Right now we have about 700 people currently registered, so it's a lot of fun. Let me know what questions you guys have. This is not intended to be a sales type situation. It's really intended to be a, hey, let me serve, and let me see how we can possibly help you. And part of the thing too is getting people together and talking about some of the challenges with growing a Facebook group. So tonight I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do my standard card pull out of my usual card deck, which is my Love Your Inner Goddess card deck. So I'm going to go ahead and do a pull on that. And then I have a new card deck that I'm going to try out and see how that goes. One of the things I love to do is do oracle card pulls because it's fun, it's inspiring. It's Sunday night, it's late. I am tired because I spent all day driving my son to Virginia and then coming back. It's 4 hours and like 20 minutes each way without stopping. And obviously, because it's such a long distance, we actually have to stop for lunch. So it took us like 9.5 hours today to do that little run. So I'm a little bit toasty around the edges. The joys of being a mom. But hey, my kid's back in school and he's very, very happy about it. Okay, so this is our card for tonight. This is Angel of Truth. And I think it's kind of interesting that we got that right now, especially with everything going on in the world. Angel of Truth is number 42. It would help if I could find the guide in the book to look at it. So here you go. The truth wants to be told, needs to be heard. It may seem like the whole world wants to believe in a lie, and so you wonder if you are crazy, if you are the only one who is thinking differently and desiring the real story to emerge. Yet those that fight against the truth are even more in need of it. There can be no healing, no freedom, No moving on without it. You are going to be blessed with a truth revealed, a realization about yourself, the world, or others that will bring you relief. It will happen at the right time. It will set your soul free. Spiritual guidance. Sometimes the lies that we are repeatedly told become so familiar that we forget that they are lies and begin to believe that they are real. Maybe it's someone judging us that is a lie. Maybe it's advertising in the media, which are often more about deceptive manipulation than a source of correct information. Whatever the source, all untruth teaches us the same thing, that we must be afraid and hate each other. When we are fed so many false truths, it can become hard to remember what the real truth feels like. It can even start to seem like the truth doesn't matter as much as being able to convince another person to accept your point of view. This is like poison for the soul. The soul needs truth like your body needs air. It keeps it alive. Deep in your soul, you know what is true. And you know when you or anyone else is not being truthful. You're sensitive enough to know that only truth feels good for you. You must give yourself permission to be truthful with your own soul and live honestly, authentically, and bravely in this world. It is the only way for you to really be you. The angel of truth comes to you with protection and encourages you to put your faith in truth because it will always shine stronger than any lie. So, woo, that was an interesting card to pull right now. So anyway, so let's do that one. So that was that card deck. That one hit kind of a nerve tonight, and no, that was not intentional. I just was shuffling the cards, and that's what came up. So the other one that I have is this one. It is called the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. It's a set of 54 cards, in case you guys are wondering. And what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle these. These are brand new. I've never done a pull from this deck. So I have no idea what I'm going to get. It's going to be like a box of chocolates. And some of these cards are like wanting to stick to one another. So this could be a little different and interesting. So we took my son to boarding school today, and it's a military boarding school, and he's there by his own choice. But it's really funny because he got a bunch of books for Christmas. He got a ton of books for Christmas. And we also brought snacks with him. And the guys at the door were like, did somebody just like take their entire room home and then bring it all back? And I'm like, yeah. And then they were laughing at the piles of snacks because it looks like he is packed for a great, great journey. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card. Let me know if you have one in particular that you would like for me to do. And congratulations on registering. I'm so glad. And congratulations to you too on registering. I think you're going to enjoy it. I have a lot of fun when I do these workshops. And it gives me a chance to get to know people, which is kind of cool. 71,000 people in my group is a lot of fun, but it's kind of like a barrel of monkeys. Ooh. This is the one that I got. Mountain. Okay. Upright. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain, that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer. But why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. Cool. Would anybody else like me to do a card pull for them? Okay, I'm going to give you guys just a couple more seconds for me to do a card pull, and then I'm going to go off into the sunset. I have some stuff I need to work on in my business, y'all wouldn't know anything about that, how that is, would you? And I have like 88 emails to get through just from today. Story of my life. I hope that you guys have a great, great night and that you have a wonderful start to your week. I'll be back this week. We're going to be talking about Facebook groups. If you've got any questions about Facebook groups, let me know. I'd love to answer them. Take care and have a really, really great night. Bye-bye.